Hello, my turn. How are we all doing? And I see Desiac has come creeping in already. Yes, we have a little addition to the stream now. We got pussycats. Hello, Carrot House. Every time you speak in chat, you get a little pussycat at the bottom of the screen running around with your name. So that was an interesting stream from Shelby, wasn't it, with his Apple III? I didn't even know that the Apple III existed. I'm not sure. Did your name not come up then? Ah, there's Moonwire Ducky. His name's just popped up. But did Desiac's name not appear just then? Maybe I've got a bug in my program. So I just need you all to chat amongst yourselves and see if this works. Oh, thank you. Well, these cats here at the bottom of the screen, those are the Godot program that I created in under 24 hours. Absolutely. It's nice to end on a success story. So yes, I've been playing over the past day with a programming language called Godot. It is a window capture, and it's a transparent window even. If I go to here, here's Godot. If I run this program on here, here is the window, and I want to go and change the channel so that it joins this channel. And I should get it working on here as well. Yes, you can change your cat's colour. If you use an exclamation mark colour and then a hash and a hexadecimal code, 6 digits. Just like a HTML colour code, you can change your cat's colour. You can also make your cat jump with the exclamation mark jump. Except it doesn't seem to have worked for the colour there. Jump is certainly working. I go green if I do that. Oh no, I've got a trap in there for black because I used to have it against a black background. That was it. I need to take that out, don't I? Yes, here it is actually. If the colour you select is black, then don't do anything. So I need to take this out. So it'll handle all colours. Because I wrote that before I discovered how to set the window to be transparent, so I had to use colour keying. You also have sleep and wake commands as well if you want to send your cat to sleep. Attacking is something that I will be having at some point, I hope. There's a system available on Steam called Stream Avatars, which sort of does this kind of thing, but it does an awful lot more, including allowing you to fight between yourselves, play on slot machines, do all sorts of things. And I want to basically recreate it in Godot. The main reason Stream Avatars is only something like £12 or $12 or something to buy it, and it's pretty cheap, so I would buy it and use that, except it's not available for Linux. So I want to create one which works in Linux. So it gave me an excuse to look at Godot. But we have adverts on at the moment, so I shall repeat all this again in a moment. And we're almost back from adverts. And we're back. Okay, yeah, there's this system called Stream Avatars. Firefox is being stupid and refusing to go onto the other screen. If I let go, it'll vanish. So yes, there's this system called Stream Avatars, which does this with all sorts of different creatures and things, but it's only for Windows, and I need something for Linux. So it's given me an excuse to play with Godot. So yes, you've got commands sleep, which puts your cat to sleep in the nice way, not take it down the vets. And wake to wake it up again. And yes, I have stolen all the graphics from Unico. But there are graphics for scratching. Where is it? So I'm planning on using these as the fighting sprites. So they'll sort of go up against each other and start scratching each other. And each one will have hit points, and I might even have the ability to upgrade and things like that if you win fights and all sorts. Absolutely, we like a bit of ultra violence here. But sprites wise, I mean, I have scratching downwards and where is it? Scratching upwards. So I could implement those in some way as well. But yeah, that's what I've been doing for the past day. That's why I was noticeably absent from yesterday's stream, because I was working on this. I was in the stream, I was there, I was listening to it, I just wasn't focusing on it or reacting to it. So. But Godot is a really nice system to use. It's all based around a system of scenes, and you sort of create a nice tree. It is connected to the IRC through IRC. Godot has all its own built-in networking software and everything. So if I come to the code window here, I have implemented a whole IRC client in Godot. So it's all going through the standard IRC interface. So you could use it on other systems that use IRC if you wanted. Yeah, DaVinci is very accommodating. They want everybody from all walks of your life to switch over to it, so they make it as easy to switch as possible by having automatic setups for whatever system you're used to using. So if you're used to using Adobe, you can just pretend like it's Adobe and have a much better system, because it's free unless you buy it, of course. So yes, there's full settings environment that I've built up on this, all with the Commodore 64 font, of course. So hopefully now this will be connected on both of them at once. Yep, there's me. The movements left and right and stopping are all randomized. So on my new version here, I should be able to set it black. Yep, there we go. I've changed my colour to black there. Obviously can't see it very well. There we go. So yes, I've got a long list of things that I want to implement on this. But I say yes, it's a wonderful system. It's all based around scenes, and scenes are a collection of nodes in a tree. And scenes can contain other scenes, and a scene isn't just an entire environment. A scene is something. It's anything you want it to be. I've got a scene which is the avatar here, which is this whole setup here, which is a tree of a 2D scene with 2 timers in it, the name, and the animated sprite. And I create as many of those scenes as I need, one for each person. And oh yes, I was connected to Shelby's stream with this software, all streams. So as you were chatting on Shelby's software, I had cats running around on my screen. Anyone can do it, as long as you have to register a bot or an application within the developer console on Twitch, and then generate a unique key for it, a secret key for it. Then you have to do an OAuth request through a web browser, and then you can copy and paste from the returning URL, the token, which you can then use as the password for logging into IRC. It's a little bit complicated, but it works. But yeah, anyone can do that. You don't have to be a broadcaster, as far as I know. Right, I want to quickly build a new version of this. Export project. There we go. As quick as that to export. And I want to close the currently running version on my streaming computer and copy across the new version to the streaming computer. There we go. And run the new version. And that should then be connecting automatically, yep. Okay. So now, Desiac, you should be able to set your cat to be black, hopefully. Sometimes, for some reason, it doesn't respond to the very, very first message after connecting, and I'm not sure why yet. And, oh, there it goes. OBS doesn't always capture the window properly either, because OBS is rubbish. And of course it saves your colour settings to disk. X11. I don't use Wayland because I'm NVIDIA. And I know they say that, yeah, they're working on it and it's all funky and happy, but Wayland on NVIDIA has never, ever worked as far as I know. So it's X11 all the way down. Yeah, are you on Intel or AMD for your graphics card? Or have you managed to get Wayland to work on AMD? You're with Team Red, fair enough. Yeah. No, I'm Team Green for me, so I do like my Nvidias, although the prices are just stupid. But then I never ever buy a new graphics card. So I used to have some problems with Nvidia, but in the past couple of years it's been plain sailing. It's had no problems at all, really. Occasionally it used to be that I would have to reinstall the drivers if they got themselves mixed up, but But no, I've not had any problems at all with NVIDIA for the past few years. They seem to have calmed down a bit now, I think. Well, I'm on Arch, so I am on a very new kernel, and I don't have a problem. It works fine. I am currently on 668 for the kernel. And 545.29.06-7 for NVIDIA. I am hoping that Intel's graphics cards become good enough to rival the higher end NVIDIA's and help to bring down NVIDIA's ridiculous prices. But I doubt that's going to happen anytime soon. Where has my... Oh, there it is. Oh, that's menu. I want domain. Big is an understatement. The size of their lead makes the 4090 look small. Right. What I want is for avatars to have some hit points. I'd be happy with that too. I'm on a lowly 970. Well, not even a TI, just a 970 in my streaming computer. Just saying, Dizziac, that the size of the lead that NVIDIA have over Intel on graphics cards makes the 4090, which is a massive graphics card, look small. Yes, I probably am clipping a bit. I've got it quite hot at the moment. I can turn me down a little bit. You're also quite close to me. Do I sound a little bit better now, or am I still clipping a bit? Might just turn myself down just a little bit more. How's that sound for you now? Since when, Carrot House, have you ever been nice? You're Canadian. Although, what am I saying? Canadians have niceness built into them. You can't not be nice when you're Canadian, can you? So am I. That's why I've got my apple juice. Okay, one sec. I'm going to turn it down on the front of the mixer. I might be saturating the mixer a bit. How's this sounding now? Is that any better? Okay. Tell us about your geese then, Carrot House. Don't tell me we've broken in with talk of geese.
Rolling up Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad, oh baby's hella bad. After her there ain't no coming back. Wanna take a run at that.
Don't you mean he won't talk about it? Not about it, about it.
Another body gets the best of me. Oh gosh, she's such a tease. Bitten lips, bruised knees. I'm addicted to her, need her touching me. Cause she got a bad little waist. And we tearing down this place. Off the liquor that we chase. Casamigos to the face, baby, I don't need no space. Coming closer for a taste. And I'll show you how I make everything just fade away. Cause she's like sex, drugs, cocaine. Body so insane. Jealous of the clothing that she wears up on that tight frame. All game, no shame. Baby came here to play. I feel like an addict cause she's sex, drugs, cocaine.
I've done this in the wrong place, haven't I? No, no. Yeah, I need to delete that node from there. Go into avatar and add it to here.
Little body and her mind's kinda naughty. They say that once you taste it, you cannot replace it. She could get you high, all the dopamine inside triggers fast once she's naked. Her body's a creation. They say the devil made her for his entertainment, but even he couldn't learn how to contain it. Her high heels make a damn good statement. There is no replacement, a body by Satan. She got a bad little waist, and we tearing down this place. Off the liquor
Geese or Canadians?
to the face, baby, I don't need no space. Coming closer for a taste, and I'll show you how I make everything just fade away. Cause she's like sex, drugs, cocaine, body so insane. Jealous of the clothing that she wears up on that tight frame. All game, no shame, baby came here to play. I feel like an addict cause she's sex, drugs, cocaine.
Probably Moonwire Ducky. As I've only been using this for 24 hours. It doesn't look like it does. I shall try. See what it thinks of that. It is very similar to Python in a lot of ways, which I hate, but what can you do? Invalid call. Non-existent function starts with in base string. So no is the answer. I work in Python, never. Unless I absolutely have to. So I'm finding this this GD script quite disconcerting to work with. Now, why did that not print a message? Because I can't spell attack, that's why. That's better. Right, I've got my indexing wrong there. That needs to be an 8. Starting attack with foo, that's good. Right, now I need to see if that user even exists. Has I want, isn't it? That could be done, but it might give people a migraine. I could maybe activate it for 5 seconds or something. It doesn't know me yet, plus it's coming out in capitalized. And all the usernames are lowercase. So it couldn't find Majenko Tech, but it can find Dizzy Acorn in lowercase. But it relies on the user having spoken beforehand for it to even know they exist. I can put it to lowercase, that should be fine. Unfortunately, there's no... Well, there might be a way of getting the list of users currently connected in in IRC. Let's have a look. IRC get user list /names. I need to add some debugging, I think. Okay. And I'm just going to add a test one. IRC dot put string names, is it? No, who? That hopefully will give me the ability to see who is actually connected currently. Not when you're doing it direct onto the IRC protocol, because the / basically means send this out on the protocol. Oh, I think I know what I've forgotten. I know why this isn't working. I need to give it a line feed at the end. And we're into adverts, so I shall wait for a minute and a half until those are gone before running this and see what happens. $50 seconds. $30 seconds. Almost finished the adverts. Oh, I've just noticed I've still got Skyrim in the corner of here, haven't I? Let's get rid of that. I'm not playing Skyrim, and we're back from adverts. Okay, will this work? Doesn't look like it. I might need to experiment with manual commands. Yes, I do. The hash is actually included in the setting in the database. Okay, let me bring up a terminal. Let me get my password into the paste buffer. irc.twitch.tv 6667. Okay. I can clear that out and bring it over. And now I do join Majenko Tech. Because it tells me when I join that I'm the only person in there. Which kind of sucks. Who unknown command? Oh, I can't type. Too much apple juice. Nope. It doesn't know most of these commands. If I remember rightly, there is a list of commands online that it does support. And I can't find it at the moment. Send and receive messages. Using Twitch chat commands. No, I don't think this is it. Twitch IRC commands. That's what it sends to me. I remember seeing a list somewhere that contained the list of commands. How to list users in Twitch's IRC. That apparently will let it see joins and parts. Okay, here it is. I found it at last. Join, Nick, notice, part, pass, ping, pong, and priv message are the only commands that are implemented. Well, somebody has just left. Drapsnat, who was lurking in the corner, has left. That's interesting. So I can see joins and parts if I send it that command. So in my joining script, I add an extra step. irc.put string and then I might see joins and parts in here. I first used IRC at university in the early 90s. It was the way to communicate back then. And then it was on green screen terminals from a VAX mainframe. That shows my age. Not far off, actually. I could retire in 5 years, yes. I won't, because I enjoy what I do, but I could. Plus, I've got no pension, so I can't afford to retire. I'm relying on you guys to see me through my retirement. $65, but I could retire at 55. 65 I get state pension, but 55 I can cash in my pension. My current pension would probably buy me 3, maybe 4 pints of cider. I need subs. All the subs I can get. I wouldn't say no to the kind of subs that Pirate Software got yesterday. Or the day before, whenever it was. They're number 1 now on the leaderboard of subs on Twitch. Those ferrets of his are going to be very well cared for now, let's say. I'll bet just as I reach 65, they move the age of retirement up to 66. And I get to 66, they move it to 67. So it's always 1 year ahead. I'm not planning on getting to 65 anyway. Live fast, die young. Aha, we have a join. Hello, Mark Zink, lurking away there. Right, I've got a join message that I can work with now. So we need your cat is sat right there, Mockhelix. Right, there's no trailing colon on this one. So it won't be found by this routine here. So this routine is not going to work properly. No, Carrot House, I'm talking about IRC joins and leaves. I'm trying to track who comes and goes in the channel so that the cats system can know who is here. There's unfortunately no way for IRC on Twitch to get a list of the current users. So it needs to track who comes and who goes to know who's actually here. So that when I set up the an attack between two cats, it knows who there is actually there to attack, whether they've spoken recently or not. Let's just start off with, yeah, if I set those to be info, to be the total left message, and data to be empty, then if there is a trailing colon, split it on that colon. Now I can do info array 1 is join. I might change this to be a match instead of a load of ifs, actually. Actually, not leave, is it? It's part. Let's see how it thinks that's going to work. It is completely random. But cats do as cats will, don't they? Little things please little minds. That's what they say, isn't it, Carrot House? If there is, it's not something that I've programmed in, so the cats must have programmed it themselves. Now we just need to wait for a join or a part to occur. Oh, absolutely they are, yes. Homeowners, yes. The great thing with Pirate Software is he starts streaming at 9 o'clock my time. So just as I'm sort of getting up and having my breakfast, he's starting to stream, so I can wake up to Pirate Software. And yes, I am one of those fools that has bought the demo. For those that don't know what we're talking about, there's a streamer called Thor who runs a software house, a games publishing house called Pirate Software, and has published a game called Heartbound. A brilliant, brilliant game. It's in early access at the moment. And there's this running joke that you need to buy the demo and it costs a kidney at least. Actually, I think I did buy the game without trying the demo, yes. But he streams every day except Thursday, because Thursday is Thor's Day, for about 12 hours a day. He started streaming at 9 o'clock this morning, and he was still streaming when Shelby started streaming at 5 o'clock. So he streams, he's always streaming, basically, pretty much. And he's a really, really sound guy. He's got loads of experience in the gaming industry. He used to work for, I can't remember which one it is now, one of the big games companies. Then moved on to Amazon Gaming, and his channel name is Pirate Software. That's it, Blizzard, that's one, yes. Used to work for Blizzard, his dad used to work for Blizzard. And now he runs his own games publishing company and does all his own software. And he's a really sound guy, and he's as we say in England, his head is screwed on straight. He's very down to earth, realistic, gives brilliant advice, and he's just a really nice guy. And I just love listening to him chatting. He also runs a ferret rescue. Actually, I've got him as one of my recommended channels. In fact, let's do I can do a shout out to... There we go. He also runs a ferret rescue from his house. He's got 19 ferrets, I believe, at the moment. And his... I'm not sure if it's his girlfriend or his wife, Shay, is an exotic vet assistant, so they get very good care for these ferrets, and they're all proper little characters. And I think it's... I have to wait 31 seconds before giving another shout out. I think you're one of the few people in the world, Carrot House, that hasn't followed him in the past 24 hours. Let's try and see if I can do a shout out yet. No. What? I gave a shout out, then I tried giving a second shout out. It said you have to wait. Oh no, sorry, 1 minute 31 seconds. I thought it said 31 seconds. Then the second time I tried, it said 58 seconds. It'd gone up, but no, it's 1 minute 31. It just went nuts. I mean, his channel has exploded recently because he started doing daily YouTube shorts, and his viewership has just rocketed since then. But he's had a competition with another streamer, Admiral. Oh, what's his name? Begins with a B. I can't remember his name now. To try and be top of the leaderboard for Hype Train and most subs and all that sort of thing. And 2 days ago, they had a competition. They had a war between them, basically, to try and take the top spot on Hype Train. And Admiral, what's his name, just won. They got up to hype train level 55 with some like 500 or something, 1,000% extra on top. And then next day, Pirate Software's viewers started another hype train and took it up to almost 2,000% above level 55 hype train, which resulted in having the most number of... That's it, Admiral Baru, that was it. I knew it began with a B. The most number of subs out of anybody on Twitch ever. It's absolutely insane. I mean, over the past 48 hours, he's earned from subs and or gifted subs and from bits and all that sort of thing. I'd estimate $70,000 to $80,000. All of which he's going to be ploughing into his ferret rescue. I wonder if I can do the shout out yet. Oops, that was wrong. There we go, there's Ferret Software. It's a 24/7 webcam, basically, watching the ferrets. So if ever you've got nothing else to do, you can tune into there and just watch ferrets doing what ferrets do. But he's going to be looking at using some of this money, or all this money, or whatever, to fund a better place for the ferrets, either a warehouse or somewhere where you can actually set up a much bigger rescue centre for ferrets, rather than just the master bedroom of his house. I mean, they've all had to go into smaller bedrooms because the ferrets have taken over the master bedroom. It's insane. So yeah, they're going to be very happy ferrets from this lot. So yes, it's been an insane 48 hours for that channel, and I've enjoyed watching it. I chipped in a couple of bits to help out. I see that we have a part has occurred on here while we've been chatting. A couple of parts have occurred. We had a join. I don't see any joins in here, but there's a join. But it didn't pick it up as a join. It picked up the part, but not the join. Why that? No, I think just leaving for a moment doesn't really do it. I think there has to be a timeout on it. Where's that join gone? There it is. That should have worked. Why did it not pick that up as a join? The first character is a colon. If it finds a colon after the first character... hang on. All this lot here No, that's right. If it finds a colon after the first character, then split it on that colon into 2 parts. Then split the left-hand part of it, the info part of it, on spaces. And if the second slice, slice number 1, is join, there's no spaces in that first section, is join, then print join and the info. It didn't print join and the info, but it did it for part. Which is exactly the same format, just with part instead of join. Okay, not sure why that is. I'm going to run it again and see what happens. I'd expected us also to pick up that one, but it doesn't. So I'm going to go into here, see if I can print the whole array. It didn't get the join in there, why not? Why is that not triggering on these ones at all? Oh, there's the 421. That's the 421 there. Where's the... There's the 353, but where's the join? Why did that not trigger at all? Add more debugging in here. And we're back from adverts. Let me just take out this debug for a moment. Try this again. But I'm not catching the join at all. Oh, I'm seeing joins there. Those are working. Those are all bots, mostly. Mock Helix has lurked in. Stream elements. So those are working now for some bizarre reason. They've suddenly decided that I'm going to work. Okay. So when we join, I need to grab the username. And what I need is a new list here, don't I? A list of who is actually present. Let's grab the username. And I want if database present has I want if not database present has the username. I want to append the username. And I shall print the database present for the time being. And when they part, if database present has username, database present erase username. I haven't got username in the part section, have I? Right, let's see what that does. Just waiting for a join to occur. That was a join. Loads of joins, and there's our list of current users, or a certain proportion of them. What I need to do is add this into the priv message as well to add wrong section. To add users to the present list when they talk, whether they've joined or not. So now if I go jump, don't know why it sometimes misses the first one. There's the joins. It's got me this time. And I'm not there as a join, but I am there as a jump. So it's added me because I did a jump. That's good. That is very good. So I now have a reasonably up-to-date list of users on the channel. So now I can go to attack and I can look in here for present. Now what I want to do in here actually is, if target is random, target equals database present rand I for an integer modulus database present. No, I don't want that, thank you. Dot, is it length or is it size? Size. Okay. Right, there's me. There's a whole load of other people there now, is there? Not yet. It should update soon. There it goes. So now I go attack random. And it decided to attack Commander Root. Brilliant job. I'm happy with that. Commander Root, what are you doing lurking there, eh? Don't attach me. I won't have attachments. Actually, what I want to do, I think, is trim off an @ sign so people can go do that, and I start getting it. I get it with an @ sign then. So I need to trim off an @ sign from the beginning of the username. If target 0 is an @ sign, target equals target substring 1. Attach certainly is suitable for kittens, yes. I used to have a kitten which would, while I was stood at the sink washing up, it would climb up my leg, then up my back and up onto my shoulder and sit there while I was washing up. And kittens' claws are incredibly sharp. They're like little needles climbing up your back. Right, let's see if this works now. Well, it trimmed it, but it doesn't know who Carrothouse 82 is yet. That worked. That certainly worked. And then Mock-Helix wakes up. And goes back to sleep. Right, so that's working at the moment for identifying a target. Now, the normal flow that happens in Stream Avatars is it sends a message saying that the user has been challenged and has to accept within 30 seconds. So I shall go let's have a this is being a bit sluggish at the moment. In the avatar I want to have challenge and hang on, this is not in the avatar, is it? This is in here. I've got fighting, but I also want challenge. So let's have a new function. And I want the fight timer. Start that with a 30-second timeout. And now I need to send a message back to main to say that a challenge is going, or do I? No, I can do that from within main. So in attack, I go database avatars username dot challenge target. Now, can I send a message? IRC put string priv msg plus database dot channel plus target. Right, I wonder if that'll work. Ah, I can't use challenge. I'll go start challenge. Let's try this. There's me. Throw gauntlet. Whoops, I forgot the exclamation mark. See what happens, if anything. Nothing. Why not? It says found that user. Actually, all this lot here is in the wrong place, isn't it? Starting attack. But that didn't do anything. This needs to be in here, but that won't have stopped it from doing it. Can I not use priv message? Can I send a message? Sending and receiving. Ah, I missed out a colon. There needs to be a colon just there. That'll be why it didn't work. Right, let's try this one. Wait for other people to populate the list. No sign of the list populating yet. But there's a Moonwire Ducky. Yay, that worked. I've not written that part yet. Right. I don't need names, that doesn't work. If that lined up, that is, isn't it? Data is accept. What do I want now? What I want now is a getter for challenge. Actually, while I'm in here, the fight timer, I shall attach the timeout to here. And set challenge to null when it times out. Okay. If I now go back into main. Now, I need to do something in Godot that I have never had to do before. And that is iterate over an array. Oh, I've just thought of something. The challenge is stored in the avatar and times out after 30 seconds. But if you have your avatars set to be purged after a shorter period than 30 seconds, that challenge is going to disappear. So maybe I shouldn't purge avatars after 30 seconds. I should just hide them rather than purging them and recreating them. Good point. I'll deal with that later. Let's carry on with this part of it. Okay. So if it's an accept, have we got 4 each? Not sure how you iterate. Iteration for element in list. So for avatar in database.avatars. Seems to like it. If get challenge is equal to username, I don't think I've got a getter for that yet. I've got a set name. It's not username, is it? It's name.text. It's just stored in the text field of the name label. Okay, we're on adverts at the moment, so I shan't do anything too amazing. And there's a Moonwire Ducky. We're almost out of adverts. 9, 8, 7, 6. Go on, Bezos, hurry up. Right. What happens if you accept? Oh, you're a turbo, are you? Oh, la-di-da. Non-existent function, get challenge in base string. Am I being thick here? I am, aren't I? Oh, is that iterating the keys of avatars, not the values of avatars? So I would need database avatars. Avatar. I don't need the get name. Let's try that. Ooh, something weird has gone on there. Something very weird has gone on there. What should I make of that? Oops, scroll past. But it didn't see that priv message, but it did see a 421 with corruption for the data. Weird. Try doing accept again, if we're quick enough. That's good to know, DZAC. Now, where's that? If found avatar is null, cannot find attack. Three minutes to New Year. Oh, I've got another hour to go yet. Right, I'm in that. I've challenged Moonwire Ducky. Found challenge with Majenko Tech. That's more like it. Don't know why it wasn't working before. I think Godot may have a few bugs with some of its routines that it doesn't always work quite right. So it's discovered the challenge. Now, what do I want to do now I've found the challenge? Oop. Yes, I need to set the fighting, but that's the easy part. I then need to bring the two avatars together and perform a fighting sequence on them with a certain amount of RNG on it to see who hits who. Right, so get my avatar. Get their avatar. Me.start fight. Found avatar. Them.start fight. Username. And back to avatar. Update my left and right to check for fighting. I mean the movement? I'll have a completely separate state for fighting, so they're not moving. They're coming towards each other. So challenge is null. And fighting is user. I also want to do... I just want to stop the fight timer. What I might actually do as well is create a signal. Of fight timeout. Then here I shall have fight, timeout, emit. Yes, the cats disappear if you haven't spoken for more than a certain amount of time. It's there primarily to encourage people to keep the chat active. The more you talk, the more chance your cat has of sticking around. By all means, anything to keep chat active. Right. Is there a self? I think there might be. That looks hopeful. Right, now when I create a new avatar, I need to add another connection here. Add a signal connection to on fight timeout. And I shall add a message in here. Okay, did I name that right? No, I didn't. Get challenge. So now if the fight time's out, hopefully it should put a message up saying it's timed out. I can't spell. Tim out? Who's Tim out? There's time out, not to Tim out. Okay. Now don't accept this Moonwire. And we'll see if in 30 seconds it gives us a message. See if it gives them a message in 30 seconds telling us that it timed out. I don't know what that mess is in there. Oh, hello. Oh, I've got a race condition here. Well, not a race condition. Things happening in the wrong order. That's not going to work. Because challenge is null before I emit the fight timeout. I don't know if that'll work, just doing them in a different order. If it just runs that sequentially before that, or whether it runs it in a different thread, I have no idea. But we'll try again. We'll see if this one times out. I've got the cat timeout to be 120 seconds, that's good. Should be any second. And it crashed. No, it doesn't like it. Right. So, how can I do this? I'm going to have to pass it, aren't I? If I pass it through on the emit as that, it should hopefully keep it. Please, keep it clean. Still not accept, that's correct. See if this actually does the message this time. Oh, by the way, Moonwire Ducky, Happy New Year. And it's crashed. No, it's still saying nil operator. Actually, I'm going to speed this up just for testing. Change it from 30 seconds to 3 seconds. And it's still saying nil there. We come back. Where's my output? Yeah, that's passing null to it at that point. Target is null. Welcome back, Carrot House. We have missed your Canadian sense of humour. So how can I preserve challenge at this point? I guess I could go var C is challenge, copy it, and then pass C instead. Nope, still saying nil. Why is that still saying nil? Let's just comment that out for the moment. Just make sure that it is that that's doing it. And it's not doing it somewhere else. It's just printing Moonwire Ducky over and over again. Fight timer. It needs to be one shot. That's why. So it is definitely this one that is erasing it, but that's not copying the contents. I wonder if there's a copy or a clone. Oh, I was waiting for that to happen. No, it doesn't like clone. There's no code in there yet to stop you from attacking yourself. Which would be kind of silly, really. Let's have a look on Reddit. Is it possible to copy variables? There is a duplicate function for some things. Let's try it, see if it works on a string. Nope, doesn't like duplicate. Let's see what it says about strings in Godot manual. Ah, there is not start with, but there is a begins with. I shall use those later. There is a match function as well, which could be useful. Or there is I just do string.new challenge. Create a new string from challenge. Or is it just string challenge? Well, it's not crashed. But it hasn't done anything. Which probably means I've done the priv message wrong. Will this work? No. I mean, it's printed the name Moonwire Ducky, but it hasn't given the message. Okay. I've done something wrong there then. Ah, of course. I always forget the line ending, don't I? Okay, this time it will work. In 3 seconds, 2, 1. Why didn't it work? Let's put an extra space on the front. And adverts are about to start, or have started. Let's try again. Jump. Attack. Moonwire Ducky. Yay! Finally! Fight between Majenko Tech and Moonwire Ducky timed out. That was a battle and a half. Right, back to here. I can put this back up to 30 seconds. There we go. And main. Now avatar I need. Two more states, fight start and fight run. I'm going to need a fight location. For that, I'm going to want a get location. And height location equals lock. Node fight start. And in main, when I start the fight, so me.get location. X2 is them get location. Now I want the central point, so I need to subtract one from the other. The biggest, subtract the smallest from the largest. If x1 is greater than x2, midpoint is x1 minus x2. The smallest one, x2, plus x1 minus x2 divided by 2. Else, midpoint equals x1 plus x2 minus x1 over 2. That should give me... add them and divide by 2. Would that work? A bit late for me to be thinking mathematics tonight. That might work. Or I just get the difference between them and add half of that distance, that difference, to the smaller value. I think that the net result is probably the same, isn't it? Possibly. This is the way that I know works anyway, so... Right, so I want to decide which side is which. So x1 is me and is bigger, so that's further to the right. So me.start fight found avatar, comma midpoint plus 16. The sprites are 32 by 32 pixels with a central coordinate point. So if I add 16 to it, that'll move it half the sprite distance across from the midpoint. And do the same with the other one, but subtract 16. And if it's the other way around, then I've just noticed I've got the wrong one here. That should be them. If it's the other way around, then just swap the positions, because I don't really want the cats sort of walking towards each other and then flipping round to attack. I want them to stay the size that they are. Okay. That might work for that. Theoretically, no, because I have the midpoint, which is where the fight's going to take place, and their current location. And if their current location is less than the midpoint, then they need to walk right. If it's greater than the midpoint, they need to walk left. So they don't need to have a direction as such. You can calculate that on the fly. So mode, fight, start. If position X is greater than fight location, position X no, it's not midpoint here, is it? Idiot. This is the fight location. If it's gone past the midpoint or reached the midpoint, then limit it to the midpoint. And set the mode to be mode fight run. Else we do the exact opposite. Oh, that's a point. I also need to be setting the animation, but I can do that in a moment. So I add the delta and speed. If it goes past, do that. start fight, I need to go if position X is greater than lock, Nico.play run left, else play run right. So if it's to the right of the location, play the running left animation, otherwise play the running right animation. Good. I shall just dump it into mode wake from here. Actually, which doesn't do anything. What do I want? I want... Where's the... It's not in here, is it? That's what I want to do. I want to do a wake-up animation because I don't want to do the fighting just yet. And that should then take it back to ordinary operation after they have reached the location. Possibly. Who knows what this will do? Right, let's have a fight, shall we? Do you want to accept this one, Moonwire Ducky, and see what happens? I think that might have been a bit too fast for it, perhaps. Try accept again. No, it won't like it with a parameter. It won't match it at all. It's not using a begins with. And that timed out. Cannot find attack. It did not like that. It's Twitch that has the duplicate filter. I have no say over that, unfortunately. No, it's just accept. It should know who is doing the attacking. Yeah, that could be a good idea. What am I doing? Cancel. Close that. Thank you. Back to main. So if it's accept or data begins with accept space. Let's see if this works. It's not processing it as a priv message, I think. It's not finding it because it's... It's got some corruption in there. And a colon there where there shouldn't be one. It's a 421. What's a 421? It's weird. It's... Because normally it's... It finds it as that format. But here it's doing it with extra corruption in it. More than likely Twitch glitching, it wouldn't surprise me in the slightest. But it could equally be Godot glitching. So the way I'm handling input, I can't guarantee that a string that I receive is one line. It may be multiple lines, it may be half a line. So what I'm doing is for every string that I receive, I append it to a data queue string. Then if there's anything in the data queue string, I look for a line feed. If it finds a line feed, then I grab that substring from the data queue string and strip its edges. Take the rest of the data queue string and put it back into the data queue string. So it basically chops off the first chunk of the string. And then I process that string. But maybe this is messing it up in some way. Let me just put back my bit of debugging here to show the raw incoming data. To see if it's the incoming data that's corrupt or my method. Everyone has to be a sellout somewhere, but I don't sell my own merch. It's the incoming data that's corrupt. And that's not then being appended properly. Okay. So it must be something then to do with my actual reception of the data. Maybe it's because I'm using a get string instead of a get partial data. And that's returned as an array. Can I convert that to a string? Can I append an array to a string? Is it clever like that? No, can't append an array to a string. Can I convert from an array to a string with that? Nope. Is it get string from ASCII? Get string from ASCII. Does that exist on this array? No. Because it's an array, not a packed byte array. Can I cast it to a packed byte array? Possibly not. It's just giving me zeros for that. That's not... Let's just comment that out for the moment. That is giving me data. If I print 0, it looks like it's an array within an array. No. 1. Yeah, so entry 1 is the array of data. If I now print bytes, what do I get now? Can I get this? Ah, I've got that as a packed byte array now. Get string, that's better. I've got the right functions available now. I should see things come through now. Yeah. So data string has bytes get string from ASCII. Let's add my visual delimiters to this so I can see what's what. Right. So what's going on here? It's the response that I get back after doing the priv message. What's the 421? IRC 421. Error unknown command. Shouldn't need these extra carriage returns in front of these commands that I'm sending. So I'm wondering if that's what's doing it, but without it, I couldn't log in. It just gives me a whole bunch of 421s. Yeah, I really need to go as well. I shouldn't be here now. No, it just doesn't do anything without those extra line feeds. There's something definitely somewhat screwy with my IRC protocol. But I am too tired to work it out now. So it's going to have to wait until tomorrow. But I know what I'll be doing on tomorrow's stream. I'll be picking this up again. But for now, it's 4 minutes till next year, so I'm going to finish off. Ooh, there's a whole plugin for it. It looks like it's an entire client though, so it may be far more than I need. But I shall have a look at that tomorrow. That's going to be bookmarked. Thank you for finding that. I can at least use it as a guide, perhaps. But for now, that's it for me for tonight. It's 3 minutes to next year, so Happy New Year to everybody. And I'm going to go to bed, and I will see you all tomorrow for my stream. 7 PM. I hear fireworks. 7 PM next year, so is it after Shelby again? No, he won't be streaming tomorrow. She shouldn't be streaming tomorrow. Tomorrow's Monday, isn't it? He doesn't stream Mondays. Monday's my day. If he starts streaming Mondays, there'll be words. So yeah, it should be 7 PM GMT. So yeah, and subscribe and follow and things. You'll be notified when I'm streaming next. Yes, could be 8 PM CET. I don't know how time zones work half the time, especially not at 2 minutes to midnight. You know, all the rest of the spiel. I've done it so many times now. Yeah, Patreon, YouTube, Discord, all that. So I'm off to bed. Good night and Happy New Year, and I'll see you tomorrow.